to you all. Welcome on into Central of Concave Souls. Welcome to my beautiful, amazing soul sojourners. Glad to have you all with me. If you're new here, welcome on in. Well, you have therefore been put on notice of the requirement to love yourself mercilessly. To my current subscribers, I thank you and I love you from the bottom of my heart as always. Love unlimited to all of you. Why don't y'all take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. Please do share if you know someone who needs to hear this message. If you're looking for personal reading, it's the very first link at the top of the channel. We are communing on behalf of Taurus at this time. Time for the Taurus reading. Really excited to see where things are headed for you right now, Taurus. My fellow Taurians out there, I love you all. Sending much love to you all and your energy. I don't know if you all know, but if not, I am definitely a Taurus sun sign. So, love all of my fellow Taurians, sending positive vibes, love and abundance, wealth manifestation, growth manifestation, spiritual growth manifestation your way. Much love unlimited to you all. We're going to be taking a look at the center of your heart space. Then we'll take a look behind the embers of the veil. Take a purveyance of the spirit and soul, and then look deeper into your reading. We invoke all angels of light, divine beings, heavenly hosts, for the releasing of toxicities and negative low vibrational energy. We release spiritual pain. We release depravity. The depravity of needing and wanting, so that the divine portals of expectancy can be released and opened upon the releasing of what does not need to be in our energy and is no longer serving us. What's happening at the center of the heart space? Excuse me, for Taurus at this time. At the center of the heart space for Taurus. Taurus at the center of the heart space, please. This divine truth of where Taurus is headed on their magnificent journey. What's going on? Ooh. See, you all been going through a lot, Taurus. We have at the bottom of the deck delirium phase, making it out of the dead womb, dwelling inside of the frozen spirit. So right now, there's a lot of dead weight. It seems to be that you're carrying. I do see the image of the Ten of Wands showing up in my spirit. The main energy here is the delirium phase, same phase here, making it out of the dead womb. Yeah, so that's 10 times 10. So what that also represents is the ending of struggle and a new beginning. Slithering in the heights of flight here is at the center of your heart space. And it's like you're literally feeling like you're almost slithering, out of the reach of the enemy. I feel like for a lot of you, you feel very much so under attack spiritually here, and there's so much being thrown at you right now. You're trying to carry a lot of weight right now, Taurus. There's a lot you're working with, business endeavors, all of that, but really at the core, it's what we would seemingly believe is minute in our lives, taking care of the basics, but there's so much going on in your energy that this is how you feel, that you're literally slithering out, slithering your way out of a dead thing. There's a lot of dead weight, like I said, that you're carrying around. And how you truly feel, your heart is very wounded. I do see that, for you to be in the frozen spirit. But you're literally feeling frozen in time. It's like you've suffered so much pain, especially for you to be dwelling inside of the frozen spirit alongside attempting to make it out of the dead thing here. But several dead, you know, like I said, entities of dead weight. But feeling just completely frozen. You know, it's like you can't even recognize the bearing of the pain anymore. You've been through so much pain in your life, regrets, betrayal, sorrow, loss, all of those things. I mean, you name it, you've been going through it, Taurus. So, let me actually, I'll keep this card out too. And let's get messages from behind the embers of the veil for you all. I'll leave that up. Yeah, see, you're becoming, alongside this frozen spirit, because I do see, Spirit told me to look at the deck at the bottom, a foreign object of thine own reality in the reverse. I see you having some serious spiritual awakenings right now, amidst you being in this silent type of energy. I can hear in the spirit there's an internal silence that's taking place, which is why you're in the frozen spirit right now, Taurus. You're just, you're shutting out negative thoughts. You're shutting out, you know, the story that you've written thus far. You're shutting out, and by the story written thus far, I mean the story that is not the truth about your reality, which has a lot to do with pain. Whether that be buried pain, pain that has not been let go. Take it how it resonates, but nonetheless, it has led you here to this opportunity of spiritual awakening. What's happening behind the veil for Taurus at this time? What is divine truth? And for Taurus. Yeah, see, you're confronting a lot. You're confronting a lot here. You're confronting what needs to be confronted here. Yeah, you're confronting a lot of. I was going to say that before I saw this card at the bottom of the deck, but you're facing a lot of fears here. I do see that, Taurus. You're confronting fears, and these are internal fears that are the result of the pain that you faced in the past. And these are fears that accumulated over time. But these are actually fears that are drawing up that you didn't even realize that you needed to face, because we have the molecules of uncertainty showing up in the reverse, which means that you are definitely confronting what you have been either it's been stored away in your subconscious, or fears that you have been unwilling to face previously before. Yeah, look at that. The ancient have become me. Yeah, old demons you're fighting. Old wounds. Yeah. See, you're coming out. They made claim to the anticipation of your demise in the reverse. Look at a lot of you beating the devil here. Powerful. Oh my goodness, skin. I mean, a lot of you are becoming unearthed here. I mean, the full uncovering of a pseudo-based reality. I mean, you're literally letting it all go, letting it wash away, becoming free. The skin card is all about personal freedom, all about letting go of the attachment to the expectancy of others, or the truths, or I should say pseudo-based truths, right? Which are truths that other people, or whether that be societal, political expectation, whatever the case, try to attempt to place on you. Um, or, of course, that could resonate with family, friends, soulmate connections, whatever. But becoming free of that type of bondage, right? Of feeling like you have to cover yourself or cover the true nature of who you are and what you truly want. Um, I see you breaking free from that type of energy, which can be very, very self-defecating if you're trying to live underneath that kind of reality. Yeah, and I see you coming out of denial about a lot of things. Yeah, towards for we know not of thyself by way of what we can see, but we know of thyself based on the unseen. Less speedily are we held captivated by the visuals of improper sanity. Yeah, yeah. See, you're bearing it all internally. See, this is some amazing energy right now, especially for Taurians. Because as we all know, there is a minor resistance to change, and we definitely can be a little bit stubborn sometimes. But this is much needed unveiling of your reality here. Um, which deck am I going to use? Let's use the All This Madness deck. That's where Spirit has me going for you all. Let's put these back in. We're going to pervade the Spirit now. Let's see what's happening for the Spirit realm for Taurus at this time, please. My fellow Taurians. What's happening? Birth and senescence. Yeah, see, there's a higher purpose you've been called to towards, and this is why skin is here. This also, with this showing up in the spirit realm, there was a lot of skin that needed to be shed. It's just like, great analogy for this experience. It's like the shedding, the scaling of a snake. And you have to shed off the dead weight of the enemy. Who am I speaking to? Yeah, the snake that's been slithering in your spiritual grass for quite some time, Taurus. And there's been the shedding of their skin, the residue of demons. This is very prophetic right now. The residue of demons that have been seeping into the pores of your skin for the destruction of your energy space. But there's a rebirth, birth and senescence. A lot of you also here are getting in tune with your mortality, and really, really ready to take the bull by its horn at this moment in your life. I do feel that energy with senescence showing up, but there is fear within you that seeks your higher purpose. What did I say? The shedding of fears, the shedding of self-limiting belief systems. Yeah, you're afraid of failure and losing the game of life. Seek wisdom so the correct thought system can restore itself. And I believe that's what you all are doing here, Taurus. What else do we have? Yeah, standing in the broken rain of which still drops. Yeah, see, that's representative of that pain. Yeah, there's a lot of dead weight regarding spiritual pain that you're releasing in your energy, Taurus. A lot. And like I said, struggle is here twice, 10-10, with that making it out of the dead wound energy. Yeah. But see, you're stepping into the power of the heart that dwells within the faces of the deep with God. A lot of you have already surrendered this pain, but stepped into the realization that there was the residue, in fact, of the scaling of the skin of the demons, the residue they left on your energy, but that's being released and a rebirthing taking place. Yeah, look at that at the bottom of the deck. Painful emotions to stirring. This could definitely be a very emotional time for you all. We have writing the pains of the serpent bear showing up. Painful emotions stirring. Survey your emotions, Taurus. You're being called to not let your emotions get the best of you right now, because this is one of those times while you're going through this rebirth here, that you would really survey your emotions, because once you get so low into dealing with that pain, it is a little bit hard to get out of, but it's time to heal. That's the important part to see. This is a time of healing for you. I do see the star card showing up in my spirit, which is Aquarius energy, healing energy. Yeah, and you're connecting with how you truly feel on the inside, Taurus. And I do feel that for a lot of you, um, there's been an ongoing rejection, right, of how you truly feel, because you're so used to worrying about how everybody else feels, right? Which has probably caused a lot of your pain here, and the suffering of, you know, discovering people aren't like you, right? People aren't in the same energy space that you're in. So when you give out, you just definitely may not be receiving what you deserve back. Towards who am I speaking to? Leave me a comment if it's resonating. But I can just almost guarantee that that's the case here. Giving and never receiving back, which is why you're just frozen here. Trying to make it out of a dead wound. No growth. That's what you're worried about. No expansion, growth. You're waiting on growth to take place. Expansion, waiting on your time. Some of you could definitely be asking that, surveying the spirit, saying, when is it going to be my turn? When is it going to be my time, But it is your time, Taurus. As soon as you release this dead weight here, birthing the shrub of skull and bone, conception of the dead. See, this is showing up for your soul realm. This is what I know. Look at that. Spirit of demonic schizophrenia, consumption of spiritual inheritance. Look at that. The devil is literally after your spiritual inheritance here. And a lot of you know this. Like I said with this skin card, this is very prophetic right now, because this is the releasing here of the residue. And see, the enemy doesn't want you to get this far and this deep in the spirit, Taurus. And this is very, very important that you all see this message today, because what is already, and let me tell you about the conception of the dead. What that means is what needs to die within you, you've given that over into the divine. That's already happened. And what happens in the experience of the conception of the dead is the enemy comes back, right, to conceive within your spiritual womb what has already died. And this is the representative of demonic schizophrenia. I want to explain that for philosophical understanding. This is the devil coming back for more. Yeah, not wanting to release you. And you know why, Taurus? Because you're powerful in the spirit realm. A lot of you are very, very powerful in the spirit realm. Yeah, earth angels, representatives of the divine here. And that's why the enemy's after you so hard. And it is severe. It's at a severe level. And I know a lot of you can feel it. We have Insanity Inspection card number 2. Things are definitely about to change, with severity showing up here as well for the soul. A lot of you have contractual soul agreements here, that soul debts here, that you had to pay and you had to get out of, and it's reached its max. This is another representative of 10 of Wands energy. Yeah, but you're very virtuous, Taurus. Virtuous. We have artistry of bamboo sticks showing up in your energy. And this is what the divine, this is how the divine sees you. You have been crowned virtuous, Taurus. Who am I speaking to? Your work in the spirit realm cannot be altered. And you have therefore been crowned virtuous, which is why the enemy is after you so hard. Things are, you know what? Right now, everything is coming at you, literally. And I can even attest to that, Taurus. You know, like I said, you all, I'm a fellow Taurus sun sign. So I have so much coming at me right now. There's so much coming at the Tauruses right now. And that's because you're on the precipice of a breakthrough. And this is when you're getting ready to step into where you're really meant to go. And I'm talking about you've stepped into your divine purpose. And for a lot of you, it has to do with spiritual work. And you have been crowned virtuous here. You're very flexible. You're very strong. And major growth is on the horizon. Look at that at the bottom of this card. Major growth. Yeah. But see, for a lot of you, these past issues here and the past pain has a lot to do with abandonment. And see, this seeped over into your adult life here. This started in your childhood. And this is how the enemy was able to break you into where he wanted you to be. Still unable to utilize you as a host, but wanting you to bear the pain. See, and this is how you've been feeling even now. That, you know, you pour into people and you give to people, all for them just to abandon you and to leave you standing there. This is the type of, you know what, Taurus? It's like you can give, and the minute you need something, you know, say you know, you run out of money, you know, or you just lost your job or something like that, and you need to pay your light bill, and people that you've been giving to for years, friends, family, you can't even pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, you know what, I'm in a jam. Can you help me? Do you have $50? I need to pay my cell phone bill. And they'll abandon you right when you need them. And this has always been happening to you all. And this is what you're letting go of. And I really feel, yeah, the domesticated carnivorous dog, that's the enemy, the soul becoming. See, and your soul, a lot of you are recognizing that too, which is what I love to be seen in your energy right now, Taurus, that you're recognizing the separation of the soul and the spirit. And this is powerful understanding right now, because you have to understand that the soul definitely can catapult itself as the adversary of your spirit. And a lot of you realize this. You've gotten far and deep in the spirit realm. And the enemy is here trying to keep you stuck in the narrative of the soul elements, which is yearn, need, desire, and want. And see, this is how the soul has the ability to seep into the spirit realm and deject your spiritual inheritance. But you are on to this here. Yeah. And the return to what the soul has already purged. Yeah, what did I just say? The soul has become the enemy. The return to what the soul has already purged. Rise above what has been purged. And this is very important for my fellow Taurians here to hear today. That this is directly where the enemy's trying to get you. See, because all this previous pain has been purged. And there's been a lot of breakthrough in your energy and a lot of spiritual growth. And we're talking completely separate from the soul. Spiritual growth in your energy, expanding you to where your destiny will have you go. But this is where the enemy's trying to seep into the pores. Remember I talked about that? And you releasing, like, I'll say that analogy again, about it's just like a snake. You know how a snake, their skin sheds? This is what the experience you're in, because the enemy left residue on you, and you're rescaling here, and you're becoming free of judging your own self. You don't wish to be your own worst enemy anymore, suffocating in silence while you become the martyr to everyone else. Who am I speaking to? Losing the game of life is what you were believing, but that is not your truth, Taurus. You stand tall, you stand as a tower of light for other people. And that's why the enemy doesn't want you to survive. That's why the enemy wants to leave these toxins on your skin here. Yeah, that same serpent, that same snake that came to take your promise, but it's not going to happen, Taurus, because you're powerful and you have been crowned virtuous in the spirit realm. Who can tell you your very next hour? Who can count the Callicidai of your consciousness? Who can trace the many faces whom see? Only the divine can do that. So tell me, for whom have come to know thyself in all thy faces? Let the whole of you rise at the standing and the sounding of your name. Let it be spoken across the stars, and let your soul rise above the heavens for the seeing of your destiny. And it is so, saith the divine, that you would arise out of the ashes, out of the burial of yourself based on the pain and the depravity of needing and wanting, hovering over the love that was seemingly unattainable. Oh yeah, I can account to that myself. Giving and giving and giving, and loving, seemingly all in vain. But it wasn't in vain, Taurus. And that's why God would have it that I would be here with you this hour to let you know that it wasn't in vain. And when I say God, whatever higher power that you believe in, no disrespect to anyone, but for the healing of a people that need to hear a real word. And see, what needs to be purged has already been purged, Taurus. And I really need you to hear that right now. And the enemy is trying to, especially with the domesticated carnivorous dog, what do dogs do? They return to their own vomit. And see, this is where the enemy would have you go. But there is an ultimate rejection of the divine. And this is a battle you don't even have to fight, because the divine is fighting it for you. And a lot of you need to be aware of that, because anytime the divine would crown you virtuous, these are battles you don't even have to fight. These are spiritual battles in dominions and principalities that you have not seen. And it's very important that you recognize that today. Spirits, give us the highest and divine message of truth for Taurus at this time, my fellow Taurians. I love you all so much. And I just really want to say that, because I know all too well how Taurians can suffer in silence. I've done it myself. And let me tell you something about Taurus. We are very, very stoic people. Taurans have an innate ability to harness the virtues of the Stoics. And what that means is that there is an innate ability to reject the devices of the enemy. And what I mean by that is you're able to harness the virtues of the divine. And this is an innate ability because there is a nurturing in you. There's a nurturing and there's a loyalty that cannot be broken. There is a truth deeply invested in your spiritual womb. I love you too, Alex. Thank you so much for commenting. I'm sending much love your way. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for whoever is watching, goodness bless you all. I'm so happy that you all are with me today. But there's an innate truth. There's an innate ability. And a lot of Taurians are born empaths. And I really feel heavily in the energy that you all need to hear this. There's an innate ability for you to feel the energies of others, which ends up catapulting us into martyrdom or people pleasing or what have you. There are various, intellectual terms that you know, we have collected over time and over years. But the real reality is the inescapable you, which that is another topic that I plan to write about, to talk about. Um, but what's beautiful about the inescapable you of Taurus is these virtues have been placed down into your womb, your spiritual womb, and they cannot be broken, even in the face of depravity, because there is an inability for you to rise above where the enemy would try to stop you from going. And even as you are being hit with dead weight after dead weight, failed promise after failed promise, you know, expectancy not received, you're still standing. And this is the part you need to receive. You're still standing here. And you're not broken, Taurus. Not by any way or form. You're not broken. What's happening in the energy of Taurus at this time? Happening for Taurus. Give us divine truth. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's been major truth from the divine that's been revealed. Major truth. Ace of Swords in the reverse. I mean, look at that, how that sword is coming down forcefully from the heavens. Major truth, and this is spiritual truth. It has nothing to do with anybody else or external influences. This is divine truth concerning you as you commune with the spirit. Happening in the energy. Yeah, Death card in the reverse. Scorpio energy. The Chariot in reverse. Give me 1 second, Taurus. I'm going to take a sip of water. You have the Lovers in reverse. Ooh. Yeah, the Seven of Swords here at the center of your reading. I do see your soulmate connection showing up in your reading now here, Taurus. Let me pull some more cards before I start speaking. What's happening in Taurus' energy? Ooh. The Four of Wands in the reverse. You're definitely unsure about this, your connection here. There's been a lot of truth that's been revealed. I see you being very, very strategic in what you are putting your energy into. Very, very strategic, no matter the situation, with Death card in the reverse. Because what you truly don't want is what is not serving you to continue to take form in your life. And you're very, very slow to action And you're being very, very logical and practical about what you're doing right now, which is another superpower of Taurus. Um, with the Chariot in the reverse, Cancerian energy, being very, very strategic, logical, um, manifestation powers at an all-time high right now. But I do see you feeling betrayed here, feeling very betrayed. And this is concerning your soulmate connection here, feeling very, lied to, deceived. Things aren't going in the right direction how you would have hoped. Um, and I see you deciding to see that with the Lovers in reverse underneath Ace of Swords in the reverse. There is an acceptance here of a truth that, and this is I feel the pain here in your energy, not knowing which direction to take with Two of Wands in the reverse. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And you're trying to create balance. That's the thing. You're trying to create balance in the situation. But it's like no matter what you do, you feel like deception is hitting you at every turn. Or covering up or deceptive energy. Let's see. Yeah, well, look at that. Coming out of a time of struggle. I knew I would see this oppression. Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is major. Love to be seeing this in the near future energy. Ooh, struggle. Yeah, so this struggle that you're going through in your soulmate connection, I do see it coming to a close with the Ten of Cups, especially with oppression here. Ten of Wands in the reverse and Ten of Cups right behind it. Remember, I did say, I saw that in the spirit before I even saw Ten of Wands, that there's the ending of major struggle in your energy and a new beginning, several new beginnings, actually. Yeah. And this person sees you as the only option. They are wounded over how they've been treating you because they've been very selfish in the connection here with the Nine of Pentacles. And they've caused you a lot of pain in the energy. And they are feeling regretful here. I do see that. Let's see. Yeah, you have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. That's amazing. Oops. Too many cards. King of Wands. See, you're regaining your power here, Taurus. I mean, I see, look at you crowned like this here. I mean, a warrior in the spirit here. King of Wands energy. You're literally moving. I mean, look at that. You're moving from the struggle in the spirit, a lot of spiritual breakthrough, losing sleepless nights, restless nights, worrying, maybe even some type of loss, struggling financially, things like that. I see you moving very much so into power, a position of power here, and being highly recognized for what it is that you do. You're highly respected, even amidst you going through these internal wars. You're very, very highly respected. Yeah, look at that material gain coming. Yeah, I see, yeah, see for the main energy, there's Two of Wands in the reverse, and then there's Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And what I do see, yeah, look at that. Whatever it is you're doing, you're working on. Three of Pentacles. This is huge in the energy, Taurus. That there's going to be major success See, you've been in a waiting period. You've been planting seeds, waiting for growth, and you're feeling like, oh, I'm waiting, and it's not coming quick enough. But you have to have patience here, Taurus, because I definitely see it manifesting here very hugely, and a balancing of your universal scales here. I do see that. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of heartbreak. You have the Four of Swords. But what I do love seeing here is you healing. This is very healing energy. And you've been in the recent past feeling like you didn't know what was going to hit the fan next, or what was going to drop next, or what was coming at you next. You know, just anticipating your own demise, almost. But very healing energy. Yeah, like I said, you've been very strategic here, and what you are investing your energy in with the Knight of Pentacles, slow to action, which is great, which is also you exercising your innate stoic abilities, and being on the defense, ready to fight for yourself like you never have before, Taurus, ready to stand up for yourself, stand up for your truth. Look at that. It doesn't belong there. And look at you with all this passion inside of you. Ace of Wands. That's an ace. Death card in the reverse. Oh my goodness. Ace of Cups. My gosh. A passionate new beginning. Passionate new beginning. I love that. Taurus, you have the Ace of Wands, and I saw the Ace. You have the Ace of Cups now, and I saw the Ace of Wands here. Passionate new beginning here, especially with your soulmate here. You have the World, and you have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Very passionate new beginning here. Entering a new chapter in your love connection here. This is amazing to be seen. The ending of struggle, the ending of worry here. The Chariot in the reverse. Justice. Wow, look at that. Libra energy. The divine bringing justice for you. The balancing of the scales. Like I said, this is your spiritual inheritance. This is amazing to be seen, Taurus. Yeah, you're being adjudicated here. And fast. Eight of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, that's because you're standing in your truth. Queen of Swords energy. Wow. Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. Victory. Like I said, Taurus, I can feel it in the energy. There is something you're doing that you're working at. You may have started a new business venture, or you're doing something online. Whatever it is that you're doing, you will have victory here because you're standing in your truth. And what you do, you're very passionate about. And you do it with integrity, and you do it in a way that is very authentic and original. I can see that in the spirit. And victory and success is here for you. Abundance. My gosh. Taurus, look at that. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is amazing energy. My goodness. My beautiful, amazing husband. Oh my gosh. The Lovers in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. The Fool. See, what I love here, especially here at the center of your reading, is this divine love that you have here, your divine counterpart. And I see you all here um, building this new beautiful chapter with the King of Pentacles here and the Fool. There's been a lot of lessons here. This is a deep soulmate connection, past life type of connection here, where there were a lot of lessons that need to be learned on both sides. And coming from, like I said, leaving that fear, that stage of fear, and being very, very open to taking the risk and taking the journey here on doing what you need to do. Childhood wounds being healed with the Four of Cups energy. Yeah, this is you here towards walking away from what wounded you. See, Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. That wounded warrior energy, and you've been feeling wounded for quite some time towards, but you're walking away from that story. You're repainting the canvas here. Very powerful, beautiful energy. Yeah, and that's because, look at that, the Hermit at the bottom of the deck, Virgo energy. A lot of solistic work, solistic review. Yeah, you've definitely faced the dark night of the soul experience several times, actually. Seven of Swords. Wow. Taurus, I gotta say, this is the best reading that I've done for you all in a long time here. You're coming out. See, and what I do see about this Seven of Swords energy, Taurus, is this is how you feel, right? This is really representative of how you feel on the inside, feeling betrayed, past pain, buried pain. This card is acting as that. But I see you moving out of that energy into a time of abundance. Huge abundance, celebratory time. Three of Cups energy. This is beautiful. Coming up with a new plan. See, you're doing away. You're shedding that dead skin. Becoming a new, great version of yourself. My God. Practicing great prudence. Eight of Pentacles in the upright here. There's your Ace again. Ace of Wands. Passion being restored. My gosh. Taurus. From a time of loss. Grief, sadness. This is where you're leaving. Look at that huge pinnacle. Material gain here. And the Two of Cups still standing. Look at your divine counterpart here. The love can't be broken. No matter what tried to come between you and your soulmate. And you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about, Taurus. No matter what was thrown at this connection, no matter who tried to come between it, the Two of Cups will remain standing. Because this is the divine counterpart. I see it in your reading. And things are seemingly not going in the right direction. But they are, Taurus. This is beautiful. Victory is yours. Right above 1111 in the reverse. And you standing in this amazing fiery energy. Fiery power. Some of you may have Aries in your chart. Yep, oh, wow, moving. Look at this, Taurus. My gosh, this is amazing. You're moving from Four of Wands, 1111 in the reverse, things not going in your favor, to very quickly. You're moving right into things moving in your favor with the Six of Swords. Moving into calmer water. Wow. Yeah, and this is what you've been waiting for, Taurus. What you've been waiting for, this victory, this success. And like I said, your whatever endeavors, business ventures you've been working on, a lot of you are creatives. You know, very, very good and with business savvy and creativity. And you've been waiting on this time with the Three of Wands energy, and it is here. Yeah. Look at that, coming from a very, very dark time. This may even been numerous years. You know, these swords could represent years of your life. 10 years, maybe. If not, 5 to 10 years of struggle. coming to an end. Yeah, a time of you feeling defeated. No matter what you did, nothing was working. Tower moment after tower moment. Who am I speaking to? That's where you're leaving. The struggle is over, said the divine. The 10 of Wands in the reverse. Wow. This is major, Taurus. I'm telling you, the Spirit told me to get on here to do your reading today. I just felt it as soon as I got up. Yeah, look at that. The 4 of Pentacles. You, my God, you're heavily protected by the divine in high places. You're very powerful. Look at you, Princess of Wands. Look at you, all this fire. The blazing embers. The fire of the divine. Look at that, a flame being set under you. You have, look at all this fire in your upcoming energy. Fire everywhere under you. A flame burning. This is amazing energy here. Wow. Taurus, my goodness. See, you were feeling like if you were losing the game. 4 of Cups here, feeling like you were about to lose your soulmate, lose your job, lose everything. This is how you were feeling, even if these situations were happening full head on. This is how you were feeling, because every time you would get something worked out towards, there comes another tower moment. And this is how you were feeling. But look at that. Spirit says your 10 of Cups is here. This is your happily ever after. And look at your soulmate, how much they love you. Major respect and love for you. And you know something else the Spirit just told me, Taurus? They love how passionate you are. That's where a lot of their respect lies. They love the passion that you have, your passion for humanity, your passion for helping people, your passion just with everything that you do, your creativity, your business savvy, everything that you do. There's a fire lit under you, whatever it is that you do. And I feel a lot of you need to hear that. Whatever you take on, you give it your best shot, Taurus. There's a fire blazing. When you take something on, the only way you take it on is if you give it your best shot. And your partner sees that about you. And they love the stability that you bring to their energy. And they were blinded to that truth based on their own insecurities for quite some time. But I see them realizing that like never before. 9 of Swords in the reverse for Taurus. This is amazing. I love this reading, Taurus. My goodness. Wow. This has never happened. You have the 3 of Swords in the reverse for Taurus. Wow. The ending of heartbreak. Look at this, how you were up here with these 3 swords waiting for them to be stabbed in your heart. But Spirit says it's not going to happen. The ending of your heartbreak. The letting go of the pain for good. God, this has been hard for you all to do. Yeah, letting go of the devil. My goodness, this is prophetic. Capricorn energy. You're not, my goodness, you're not even listening to the devil anymore. You're no longer investing in this pseudo-based reality that the enemy's been trying to keep you trapped in. And as you can see, this is a direct attack of the devil. What do I always tell you all? The Spirit never lies. This was a direct attack on your heart, the integrity of your heart, the communal abilities of you to heal hearts. Who am I speaking to? Very powerful in the Spirit. And the devil has presented himself in your reading. Let me tell you something, Taurus. I did a reading for Cancer the other day, but I do feel led to tell you about this story. I was sitting in my living room the other morning, having my cup of coffee, as I do. And let me tell you, no windows in my home are open. You know, me and my husband just see, you know, we don't open the windows or any of that. So I'm sitting there, and there's this big, huge horsefly that normally when you see a fly, you'll see them flying around. It came out of nowhere, and it landed on my right face cheek. And immediately, I knew it was the devil. The devil entered my home, but he did it on an allotment of God allowing the devil to try me. And let me tell you something immediately, for a lot of you who don't know the spiritual representation of the flies, which I talk about in my philosophical systems as well, but flies represent the mask of the devil. And I really need you all to hear this right now. And what do flies and fleas do? They feed on rotting flesh, on the decaying, representative of what needs to decay within us. See, and when that fly landed on my face, the first thing I thought about was Cancer and Taurus. And I knew when I got ready to do this reading for you all, there was prophetic anointing over your reading today. This is a prophetic anointing over your life. And we bind the chains of the enemy that's trying to take your life at this time. We come against every foul spirit, every withering soul that cannot come out of the traces of hell, because there was a denial of an interception of truth. We denounce those spirits, the disdain of their vain hearts, trying to seep themselves into the spiritual inheritance of Taurus at this time. We break every chain hold as the clapping of my hand would come against you, demon, Asmodeus, Beelzebub. Oh, we know you all too well. We know your faces, demon. We know you, devil. Get thee behind us, Satan, in the name of Jesus of Nazareth, God, the divine, whatever higher power you believe in, know that it is real. And know that the fly landed on my right cheek as a representative of the mask of the devil. We come against every mask, every shield, every bondage of ghosts that bind, every demonic force, every dominion, principality coming against your spiritual inheritance. We break the chain hold. We break the yoke over your life at this time. Oh, yes, we stir the circles of hell. Yeah, for the relinquishing of your pain, for the destitution that was seemingly unresolved in your life. We break the chain now. And the coming of your spiritual inheritance is yours, said the divine. We come against every adversary that's trying to take your spiritual inheritance. And we bind it by the name of the divine at this time. And it is received and it is so at this time, please. King of Wands energy. Look at this. The Hierophant. See, Taurus, a lot of you are spiritual teachers. You're very powerful in the spirit. For this to be showing up next to King of Wands, you just really don't know the multitude of where you are in the spirit. And let me tell you something, and look at this. Your commitments, your integrity, everything is falling into place for you. It doesn't seem like a Taurus. It doesn't seem like it. See, and you're standing up for yourself like you never have before. 9 of Pentacles energy. Look at that success coming your way. Look at that. My God, Taurus, the Wheel of Fortune. My God. The High Priestess. Look at, my God, you have the High Priestess, you have the Hierophant here, and the Wheel of Fortune. You can't tell me that this is not the divine working actively in your life. My goodness, Taurus, this is the best reading I have seen for Tauruses. Look at that, the coming together. Yeah, the devil tried to destroy even your soulmate connection. But look at the two of you conjoining, facing a higher level of commitment here. Look at the moon. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, that's because you all souls have been betwixt the light and darkness. I really need you to see that in this card. You see that? But you all are coming together with a higher, the highest level of commitment there is, with the Hierophant showing up here. But not only that, Taurus, everything here is being worked out in your favor. The universe has heard your prayers. You're literally, my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. And this is showing up right here at the ending of your reading here. Just when you thought things weren't going to turn in your favor, your Ten of Cups is here. You're releasing the devil. The Hierophant here, a high level of commitment. Things turning in your favor. Financial gain. My goodness, this is amazing. This is amazing, Taurus. I have never seen a reading this great for Taurus. Let's get energies for you to focus on. What energies? Yeah, there's the commitment card at the bottom of the deck. A higher level of commitment between you and your soulmate. What energies does Taurus need to focus on at this time? And this could definitely be a marriage for some of you. But definitely what you need to know is this is a deep soul connection. This is not just a regular soul connection. This is a past life connection where you all would always meet again. Always. This is a past life soulmate connection that you're in. For those of you who don't know that. A heavily protected divine encounter of truth. That's what you're in. Yeah, look at that. Up from whence you came, you're going up. Nothing but up from here, Taurus. Wow. See, whereas you weren't utilizing your voice, and there was a muteness, and there was sort of, not wanting to get involved in any disagreements or not wanting to. You were doing a lot of brushing your pain under the rug. But see, your voice rose to the top. And you stopped that from happening, Taurus. You stood up for yourself. See? My God. You have faith. This is what's taking you where you need to go. And you have faith that things are going to work out for you. And Spirit is calling you to focus your energy on where you're going, Taurus, and keeping your faith alive. Don't lose hope. And keep it. Spirit says the faith of a mustard seed. That's all you need. And you have that. In fact, your faith is much greater than that. But keep the faith alive. Keep the hope alive. Contact. You may be receiving, someone may be contacting you here. And this may be a very important phone call. Yeah. Something that you're birthing out. Something you created. You may receive a business offer here in the near future here. And this is regarding something that you birthed out on your own by your own work. You've done all of it on your own. And someone may be contacting you here about a business deal. Yeah, you're fearless. Look at that. Look at that, Taurus. What an amazing... Yeah, you're fearless. Your manifestation power is at an all-time high right now. Huge in your energy. Huge. My goodness, Taurus. I am very, very satisfied with this reading. Very much so. Very much so, Taurus. Well, I'm going to let you all go. This is all I have for today. I have kept you guys for a while. But I want to give you all simply the best when I do you all's reading. And I want to get down to real truth. But many blessings and abundance to you all. I love you all so much. Always rooting for your well-being. And that things will work in your favor. Recognize that this is the time And this is the hour that you would not give up on you. See, because everyone and everything would give up on you. But you just remember, you don't have to give up on you, Taurus. You don't have to throw in the towel. And no matter how dark it gets, you have to remember that the faith of that mustard seed and the hope that you have in your heart will lead you to a brighter tomorrow. Because the basics of the universe don't change. And just like there's an ending, there's a beginning. And there is no time of darkness that can encapsulate light. And you have to recognize that any period of darkness is just a season. It's just a phase. Because the divine would not leave you departed. Especially when you've met the divine in the faces of the deep. And you've cried the tears of the blood of agony and the grass of old. And you've allowed what needed to wither to decay inside of you for the promise that will be fulfilled. As you would allow the horses to rise you out of the depravity of needing into a consciousness that would allow you the truth, the great interception of truth. And you will recognize today, Taurus, that you alone are worthy. There's so much grace and magnitude of your heart, so much love for you to give. And you recognize today that that is not your weakness. And I know that's a hard thing to do when you keep giving and don't receive anything back. But know that that's one of your superpowers. And I remember, I'll give you guys this story before I let you guys go. I remember back a long time ago, I had went through a 5-year depression while I was writing my books. And I was suffering during a very, very dark time of loneliness. And everything was seemingly going great. I had a great career and all of the things that people would assume to be the American dream or what have you. But I couldn't understand why I didn't have the love that I wanted. I didn't have the partner that I wanted. I didn't have the marriage that I thought I should have by now. Which, of course, I do now, but we're talking about this experience. And I was going through that loneliness, and it was one area that I felt mute to the divine to. And there was a muteness in my voice where I thought I couldn't present that part of myself to the divine. And one day, the divine would have me sit in my kitchen. And I was having a cup of coffee once again, like I always do. And I got enough strength to ask the divine, why is this not happening for me? Why does no one love me or see me as a potential partner? And I remember getting very still inside myself. And the divine spoke back to me. And the divine said, you know why it's not happening, Sonny? Because I want you to love at the capacity I gave you. Not at the capacity that you believe that you have. You need to love at the capacity that I gave you. And my dear soul sojourners, that's when I began to live. That's when I started to, we'll use the analogy, eat, pray, love. For those of you who may know about that book, that's when I began to live. I had spent so many years dying, decaying in this same betrayal that I see a lot of you all have been in that energy, feeling betrayed and broken by life. But I called on the divine for assistance. And he did, in fact, answer me. And that was when the flooding of the gates took place. And the divine allowed me to walk through the same Red Sea. The splitting of the sea would part for me to walk through comfortably into the promise that I did not foresee. I didn't foresee my husband coming to me. I didn't foresee my life taking flight in different avenues. But in fact, it will. And I say all this to say, Taurus, that we have to love at the capacity that the divine gave us. Because you know what I started doing after the divine told me that? I started giving back to the community. I was in grave pain, even to miss that conversation. But I started giving back. I started cooking and feeding people in the neighborhood and, inviting friends over, spending more quality time with friends, listening to what they had to say. I started opening the doors of possibility because I was able to let go of the expectancy that my soul had for the love that resides within my spiritual womb. And I opened the floodgates of the love that the divine have been trying to give to me the entire time. And that's why I tell you all that story today, that the love that the divine is showering you with is not only just for you, but it's for the giving of the destiny that the divine would have you take, the journey and the route. And it's all aligned for a greater purpose. But I'll let you all go. I love you all so much. Love unlimited. Namaste. Many blessings and abundance in your energy. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. And do share if you know anyone who needs this message. Once again, if you are looking for a personal reading, it's the very first link at the top of the channel. But I love you all so much. And I will see you all in the next reading. Many blessings. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.